haven't done a long live stream in such a very long time. And I believe I was talking about grocery stores and COVID at the time. Well, I'm either overly dedicated or I'm extremely stupid or daring, or maybe I care about the wrong things. So I live in southern Ontario, near, let's see, what's a good place I could say without saying where I live? Near Iverwin Stadium. If you like the Canadian Football League, you'll remember that grand old palace. So anyway, it snowed last night, and I knew it was going to snow, and I had a order to write today. I could have wrote the order yesterday. I knew it was going to snow, and I didn't. I had already put a little bit of overtime in yesterday, and I was done for the day. So here's what it looks like right now. All right. So, excuse my hand. I'm just putting you back in the cradle. I normally wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I start work at 7. But I like to do yoga, believe it or not, and take the dog for a walk and enjoy some coffee, another coffee, and another coffee. And then I get to work, and I'm normally, 5 minutes or so early. So today, instead of taking the dog for a walk and abbreviating my yoga, I still had coffee. I shoveled the driveway, and one of my colleagues texts me. He lives a little further than I do. It takes me about 23 minutes to drive here without traffic and without snow. So he texts me. He goes, "Well, we got about 8 inches of snow." And I'm like, "Yeah, it looks like we got about 6 inches." I have snow tires. They have less than a season on them. I have brand new windshield wipers. Okay, 2 things to keep in mind. I'm ready. I get out. I said it was like 4 or 5 inches of snow where I live. I go let the dog out. I'm like, it's not 4 or 5 inches. And if it's not 4 or 5 inches where I live, it's not 8 inches where my colleague is. I bet you it's closer to 14 or 16 inches. So I dig myself out to get onto the road. And when I get home, it's my short day. So I was going to go and I'm going to clean out the driveway when I get home. It looks like it stopped snowing, so we're fine there. It took me, I left early. I left like an hour. I gave myself well over an hour to get to work. It took me 15 minutes just to get to the main road. Not the highway, the main road. And where we normally do 60 kilometers an hour, which is like 35 miles an hour, we were doing 30. So like 18 miles an hour. It's interesting how running marathons has given me the ability to convert. Like a marathon, 26.2 miles, is 42.2 kilometers. Half marathon, 13.1, 21.1. So, and then I get on the highway, Queen Elizabeth Highway. It's one of the oldest highways in the North America, I think. It dates back to like the 20s. I think it might have been a dirt road. It looked like they hadn't plowed it at all. And my brand new windshield wipers were starting to accumulate ice on the bottom. So as I slowly drove, the visibility got worse and worse. Not because of the weather, but because of my windshield wipers. And I couldn't see anywhere. I knew there was a car in front of me about 80 or 100 feet. I know, I do metric and imperial at the same time. So I just kept my eyes on those 2 lights. And my car, sometimes you have a car where you can just go out and grab the windshield and the wiper and bang it. I can't do that with mine. It's a minivan. So the windshield is like even further than a regular car. And I wasn't terrified, but I was like, caution was becoming trepidation. There's the word of the day, trepidation. Use that word in a sentence. And comment down below where you shared it. And then I don't think we were doing more than 40 kilometers an hour on the highway. And I make it to my exit, and I turn off, and it looked like there were plows that went by a while ago. And I go in, and I go into the snowbank, and I get stuck. And they've made it that there's contract towing on the highway now, so I can't call CAA, even though I have a membership. And it just happens that one of those tow trucks goes right past me, and there's a car like 200 feet ahead of me that's stuck. And I wave the tow truck. I'm like, oh, what's this going to cost me? I can't afford it. I don't want to spend it, but so I get out and I use my handy dandy snow brush, which I've broken. And I'm cleaning the wheels, and they keep getting stuck, and that lasts about 10 minutes. And then I realized that traction control was screwing me up. So I turned off the traction control, and I made it. And I was going to stop and help that disabled car, but they were so far back, and I'm hoping they called someone. Like, the tow truck had left. So I don't know, maybe they went no thanks to the price, which is a possibility. But one of my bosses, one of the supervisors, is looking for someone. I'm out in my car. The front of the store is that way. Normally I park at the side. I think they're just looking at stuff. So being a day ahead of things is a good thing. Because if I had done my order yesterday, I probably wouldn't have come in today. The counter was actually pretty good. I'm not overwhelmed with anything going, oh no, oh no, oh no. So really, my 12:30 guy could have come in at 9 and just puttered. But now, we've got the opportunity to do today what we'll definitely have to do tomorrow. And have just, make it just a little bit easier tomorrow. Tomorrow's normally my day off. I take Tuesdays off. Tuesday's a good day off. I like Tuesdays off. And so if we can get all that done today, we can focus on moving forward tomorrow, because it'll probably be busier tomorrow, because only the bravest of brave or the most desperate go out shopping today. Thank you for listening to this story of the stupid antics of Larry the Butcher. I, of course, am Larry the Butcher. Don't accept substitutes, okay? It's the only Larry the Butcher around here. I'm lying, of course. Like this if you liked it. Comment down below. If you were on the live stream, thank you for taking a minute or two of watching it. And I don't know, share this on social media if you want to see what a middle-aged guy who hasn't cut his hair in a year. Actually, here's a question for you. I don't know when I'm going to cut my hair, and I tell people that I'll cut my hair when a Canadian wins the Indianapolis 500. And with Hinch's IndyCar career, I don't know if it's done, but it's definitely, and I don't know, Wiccan's coming back with hand controls, could be incredible. Or Dalton Kellett, he was an AJ Foyt driver, and if Dalton Kellett gets a good ride, he could. So I'm gonna could I cut my hair when a Canadian wins the Indy 500, the least win the Cup, which means I'll have very long hair at my funeral, or COVID restrictions are lifted, which could be even longer. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Larry the Butcher, as always. I love you all. I'll see you later.